Her new husband, actor Sam Asghari. So how is he adjusting to marriage?
So I have to say, absolutely not. Will I allow my children?
I 100% think it can be fixed, of course, but I think it's just going to take a lot of time.
What do we want? When do we want it?
Britney Spears, what are you doing? I mean, it's wonderful that you're here.
Both of her parents did show up to court today, but Britney Spears did not. You can see behind me some fans.
My wife gave me like this amazing platform to work with, so I'm always appreciative of.
Britney Spears, an iconic figure in the music industry, has captivated audiences worldwide with her incredible talent and personal journey. From launching her career as a teenager on the Mickey Mouse Club to becoming the queen of MTV's TRL generation, Britney Spears has left an undeniable mark on pop music. As she turns 40 years old, she's living life on her own terms for the first time in nearly 14 years. So how has the singer fared since her emancipation? Is freedom all that was required to being normality to her roller coaster life? If the latest at the grapevine is to be believed, the legendary singer is heading for divorce from her husband, the latest love of her life, Sam Asghari. What now? If we are to look to the future, we have to understand her past.
She's my wife.
Yeah, it hasn't hit me yet. You know, I'm not like, it hasn't, the husband thing hasn't hit me yet.
I 100% think it can be fixed, of course, but I think it's just going to take a lot of time.
It just makes me sad when I think about my kids. Like, I don't ever want them to feel the pain or the scrutiny that is not necessary.
A roller coaster ride. Britney Jean Spears showed exceptional talent from a young age. She burst onto the music scene in the late 1990s, captivating audiences with her infectious pop sound, powerful vocals, and mesmerizing dance moves. Back in 1998, Britney rocked the world with her super hit single, Baby One More Time. The ever-iconic song topped charts in more than 22 countries, with Rolling Stone terming the track as the greatest debut single of all time. The signature music video proved to be one of the most influential in pop music, making Britney an overnight success thanks to her quirky schoolgirl outfit that went down in history. If there is anyone who's a pro at grabbing eyeballs, it's Britney Spears. The prolific artist used her arsenal of skills, including killer choreography and powerhouse vocals, to bring the house down at the 2001 VMAs. Audiences were left shell-shocked when Britney performed her outstanding record, I'm a Slave for You, with a gigantic albino python on her shoulders. Hypnotized by her ease of performing, this unforgettable performance is still the talk of the town 20 years later. She wasn't done pushing boundaries. As Spears' popularity continued to grow, so did the attention on her personal life. Spears married her backup dancer Kevin Federline in October 2004 after a whirlwind romance. The twosome later welcomed sons Sean Preston and Jaden James, but the marriage didn't last long. Britney Spears' career and personal life faced a series of ups and downs over the years. Freedom lost. Though fate was smiling at her, she seemed to be unraveling pretty quickly. In 2007, Spears made headlines for a very public breakdown, which led her to temporarily lose primary custody of her boys. She was also placed under a legal conservatorship in February 2008, which gave her father, Jamie Spears, control over her finances and her person. However, in June 2021, Britney courageously spoke out against the conservatorship during a court hearing, expressing her desire for freedom and autonomy.
My wife gave me like this amazing platform to work with, so I'm always appreciative of.
Her new husband, actor Sam Asghari. So how is he adjusting to marriage?
I admire it, and I know that that's all I say is like, that is noise. Like, you have something to be proud of.
Britney Spears, what are you doing? I mean, it's wonderful that you're here.
Britney memorably denounced Jamie and her entire family, accusing them of doing nothing to help her while she'd been struggling for the past decade. She claimed that in spite of her wishes to have more children and start a new chapter with her long-term boyfriend, Sam Asghari, she wasn't allowed to have her IUD removed or get married under the control of her conservators. In her testimony to a court hearing on her conservatorship in June 2021, Spears said she was punished and put on lithium for rejecting some new choreography during the residency and likened herself to a slave, earning millions for the controllers of the arrangement, including her father, Jamie Spears, while being allocated a $2,000 weekly allowance herself. Britney also compared her experience to carnal trafficking, alleging that she'd been under 24-hour surveillance in a Beverly Hills home where she'd been forced to do a small rehab program. Jamie firmly denied any wrongdoing before being suspended from his role as her conservator in September. Days earlier, a report from the New York Times claimed that he'd authorized surveillance of Britney's bedroom and phone without her knowledge, which he also denied. As far as family dramas go, it was a hot mess. Even though her mother came out to defend her family, the damage had already been done. In January 2019, she canceled the residency and announced an indefinite work hiatus. Soon after, the #FreeBritney movement went mainstream, convinced, accurately it would transpire, that Spears was being exploited and maltreated. The public outpouring of support for Britney Spears following her testimony was tremendous. #FreeBritney became a rallying cry for fans and supporters who believed that she should regain control over her life. This movement shed light on the complexities of the conservatorship system and ignited a broader conversation about the treatment of individuals under such legal arrangements.
The world watched as Britney Spears fought for and won her freedom in court.
I actually have a huge announcement to make.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Well,
I do.
Normally we plan these things ahead of time.
I'm super grateful for.
Sam Asghari is living out his wildest dreams.
In February 2021, Hulu released an episode of the New York Times Presents titled Framing Britney Spears, which renewed public interest in her conservatorship. A judge officially terminated the conservatorship in November 2021. But this momentous day only marked the beginning of a turbulent 12 months as Britney navigated her newfound freedom and various legal battles, reigniting the flame. Even though the conservatorship was gone, she was left choking on its trauma. The following month, she said that her experiences had left her scared of the music industry, with no intention of picking up her career. In the time since her 13-year conservatorship ended, the pop superstar 41 saw some wins, including her Elton John collaboration Hold Me Closer going #1 and inking a $15 million book deal. The tune hit #6 on the United States charts, her highest charting single since 2012's will.i.am collaboration Scream and Shout. Marrying Sam Asghari was a dream come true. However, she faced challenges, including a stalled intervention amid worry from those in her circle and rumors of struggles in her marriage. Rumors suggested that things behind the scenes had been very difficult and chaotic, as those close to her encouraged her to get help.
We love to be spontaneous. We want to go somewhere, make it happen right now. We want to do something, make it happen right.
So I have to say, absolutely not. Will I allow my children?
Both of her parents did show up to court today, but Britney Spears did not. You can see behind me some fans.
All right. Yes, okay, so there's an announcement to make an announcement, and what is the announcement of the announcement?
I will not back down. I will not allow her to feel this way in her life.
What do we want? When do we want it?
Personal turmoil and divorce. Even though her career was taking off once again, her personal life was shattering under the strain. Spears offered a public apology to her two sons, Jaden, 16, and Preston, 17, after Jaden gave an interview to the Daily Mail and ITV, saying it would take a lot of time and effort to repair their fractured relationship. Spears' behavior, however, had been growing increasingly erratic since the end of the conservatorship. She'd been behaving more or less in the ways you would expect from someone who experienced a series of traumas, some of which included severe restrictions on her personal freedoms. She started feuding with her sister on social media. She had what appeared to be PTSD flashbacks when surrounded by fans with phone cameras. She was reportedly terrified that someone would break into her house in the night and commit her against her will. Rumors spread that Spears and Asghari were getting into frequent screaming matches, and that Spears would sometimes get physical with Asghari. She shared a video of herself dancing with knives, which sparked serious concerns for her. In August of this year, Britney Spears and husband Sam Asghari separated after a little more than 1 year of marriage. Asghari moved out of Spears' home and filed for divorce. The pair's marriage was public and scandalous, and their divorce is too. Their divorce is marked by rumors that Spears cheated and reports that Asghari is threatening to blackmail her. There were rumors going around that Asghari wants to renegotiate their prenup so that he'll get more alimony, and he's threatening to go public with extraordinarily embarrassing information about Britney unless he gets paid. The former couple is no longer on speaking terms, as they are only communicating with each other through their divorce lawyers. Britney even shared an explosive video about Asghari on social media. Despite the split, Asghari defended his estranged wife after Donald Trump Jr. ridiculed Spears with an insensitive joke. As with so much of Spears' career, it's a sad and upsetting story that keeps getting sadder, and it keeps spiraling in on the question of how much the public should get to know about the Princess of Pop. After all, everyone wants a piece of her. That's all we have for you, folks. Join us next time.